am trying something a little bit different this time. I wanted to do a bit of a voiceover. I don't normally do voiceovers, but I've been thinking a lot about my YouTube content. I haven't posted in a really long time. I should probably start with that. So I haven't posted in about 3 months, maybe a little bit longer, but a lot has happened the past few months. One of those things being that I got married and I went on my honeymoon. And then when I got back, we moved houses, and then I had 2 markets. One of them was interstate, and everything was happening at the same time, and something has to give. And that thing was YouTube. But to be honest, I was feeling unsure about my channel for a long time. Not in the sense that I wanted to stop posting or give up on YouTube. I will always love YouTube. It has a very special place for me because this is where it all began for me. Like, I'm able to do all of this stuff because of YouTube, because of you watching my videos. But I think it got a little bit repetitive for me, especially with the editing. And I felt like it really wasn't interesting in my recent videos. The nature of a small business is that it tends to get a little repetitive. There's not much interesting things I can show you that's different and unique every single week, because I am doing pretty much the same thing every single week, whether that's packing orders or restocking sticker sheets. And occasionally I'm drawing things for Patreon, but apart from that, I really don't draw that often, and I'm not creating new products except when a shop update is coming up. So as much as I love my daily and weekly and monthly routines, I feel like it didn't really translate well into a YouTube video. It just felt a little repetitive to edit and watch, and I felt like I wasn't offering any value for you all watching. Especially with clips like this where I'm just folding envelopes. Like, this will take a good chunk of my day, just cutting and folding envelopes, but because I'm doing it over and over and over again, it's hard to communicate that through video, because not everyone just wants to sit here and watch me. I mean, maybe some of you do, but this is where the voiceover idea comes in, because maybe I can show you the real-time packing process or the real-time folding envelopes or restocking process and add some thoughts on top. I've been thinking a lot about different watching habits of people, because I realize that, like, of course, not everyone watches YouTube videos the same way. So for me personally, I like to watch a YouTube video like I'm sitting down to watch a movie or a TV show, which is with my full attention. And I generally don't have things on in the background, but that has changed in the last few weeks, in the last month or so, and I've actually grown to really enjoy having a video or something playing in the background. And I've noticed that I don't always listen to what people are saying or watch the video. It's just nice to have as like external visual stimulation. Some people call it body doubling. They like to have someone else doing work with them, so it feels like you're just working together. So I thought I would give that a try. I thought instead of, posting the occasional 10, 12, 15-minute video, I would try to post something a little bit longer. And I am able to post longer videos for you to use as body doubling, or just to, work with me in the office by doing these voiceovers and having these longer clips. So I do pride myself on editing my videos a certain way. I feel like the edits are really snappy, but as I've realized that not everyone watches videos with their full attention, those edits can get lost. And so instead of spending twice as long, 3 times as long, putting all that effort into making these really short, snappy clips, I can slow it down a little bit and save myself a lot of time, and maybe you'll actually enjoy it a bit more. So this is the direction that I'm going in with my YouTube videos, and I'm really excited because I haven't been back in so long. I feel like I haven't posted a video in so long, but it's always been in the back of my mind. My workshop patrons will know this because I bring it up every time in like my business check-ins, that this is one of the things that I struggle with the most, just showing up on YouTube consistently. But if this new style of editing and clips work, I'm really excited, because that means that I will be able to post weekly again, hopefully, or very close to weekly. Some other changes, I guess, for my YouTube channel is that I do want to show more journaling. I'm very much in my journaling era. I do my morning pages still pretty much every single morning, but I am doing more creative journaling a little bit as well. I've recently started a commonplace book, which I have absolutely loved, and I always found that it was hard to show my journaling process because my edits were so snappy, and I couldn't show you much of my journaling because it just made the video seem boring. But now that I'm slowing it down a bit, maybe adding a voiceover here and there, and just not being afraid to add more quiet moments to my vlogs, I think it makes sense because it's a better reflection of how my days actually are. So I hope to show you more real-time journaling, writing, putting together spreads, stocking, just a lot of the slower processes. And it doesn't mean that I won't do those short videos anymore. I just really want to try this new format, this new editing style where things are just a little bit slower. So I feel like the edits aren't as clean, which kind of kills me a little bit because I liked having such clean, short edits. But I realized that I can't have both. If I want to post videos consistently every single week, which honestly is like a full-time job in itself, I have to be able to sacrifice just a tiny bit of quality. And not quality in the sense that the video is going to be bad. I just can't be so particular about the edits and making it so snappy and like just cut to the music so perfectly. So another way to say it is I'm just learning to relax a little bit when it comes to editing my videos because I have to choose basically. There's a trade-off and I choose to post more consistently to YouTube. I want it to be more of a vlog style and I want to show you more of what I do in the studio. Even if it is repetitive, hopefully I can just add my thoughts on top. And I think another thing that held me back from talking more on YouTube, okay, so one of the things is that I really don't like talking to the camera, like face cam, talking directly to the camera, because it feels awkward to like set up a camera and just talk. I mean, I say that, but I do that every single week for my weekly updates on Patreon, and those are fine because it's a different kind of video, but in my vlogs, it just feels awkward and it doesn't come naturally to me, even though I can talk so much. But these voiceovers, I feel like this works really well because I do talk a lot and it takes off the pressure of like needing to show my face, because while I like challenging myself and I don't want to be afraid to put myself out there, including putting my face out there, I want it to be sustainable as well. And if I dread constantly needing to show my face on camera, it doesn't mean I'm never going to do it, but it just means I don't have to pressure myself to do it as often. So one, that was a reason why I guess I wasn't talking as much in YouTube videos. But the second reason was, again, I just talk so much for my Patreon content. I do a fortnightly, which is every 2 weeks, podcast episode where they're like 40 minutes to an hour long and I just talk about anything and everything happening in my life. And every week I also post a weekly video update, which can be 30 minutes to an hour, just talking about business and finances. So that's for my workshop patrons. And so every week I am talking a lot, and I was worried that it would be really repetitive, that my patrons would find the content really repetitive, that they've already heard it all. And one, I think it's a good reminder that it's okay to be repetitive because we all have our own lives and we don't always recall what's going on with other people's lives. Like, it's okay to hear things twice. It's not the end of the world. And I have no problem seeing other people post things multiple times. I just get so in my head when it comes to posting my own thing twice because it's kind of like this self-centered sabotage thing. Like, you're not that important. Nobody remembers what you said. So it's okay to repeat yourself 2, 3, 4 times. I think that's just a really good reminder when you're running your own business and you're trying to promote things, because you don't want to be spammy. You feel like, oh my God, they're going to get annoyed. But the truth is, not everyone, most people will not remember what you've said. Or at the very least, they just won't care that you're mentioning it again because they'll just move on with their life. It's not as a big deal to other people as it is to us. And I think it's a helpful and important lesson to learn because one, it takes the pressure off you. And two, it reminds you that you're not that important and it's okay to just keep showing up and to stop being afraid that you're being too much, because people have their own lives going on and we just spend so much time thinking about ourselves. But anyway, I was also thinking that there are so many other things that I don't share on Patreon that I could go into so much more detail about. For example, I could talk about these vellum envelopes, which I haven't really mentioned at all. And it's not something that's interesting enough, I guess, to share on weekly updates or my podcast episodes unless it's like a new development. And truthfully, I actually don't know where I'm going to go with this. I just feel like it's the right direction. So I could completely change my mind after this. But the point is, I want to try something new. And I'm just, even though I don't know where I'm going, I am really glad that I am taking this chance and I'm finally posting a YouTube video again, because it was bothering me for so long that I haven't posted, that I haven't been able to talk to you guys as much as I usually do in these videos. and I just want to take you more along this journey. Okay, I am running out of time, and of course I found it so easy to just keep talking, but I would love to know what you think, what your watching habits are, what you would want to see more from me. What that makes no sense. What kind of content would you like to see from me? And if you prefer the short videos that you watch with full attention, or if you prefer body doubling videos. And also, I did forget to mention, if you have questions that you'd want me to answer, I know some of you Instagram DM me, but if you ask them in the comments below, I can maybe address it in the video if it makes sense to talk about it. And I think that would be pretty fun as well. So I'd love to know what you'd want to see more of, what in particular you enjoy. I know everyone enjoys different things, but it's still really helpful to get your feedback, and it can give me ideas to keep trying different things, because at the end of the day, I want it to just provide value. I want it to be interesting and not too repetitive, even though the things I do are just in their nature repetitive, because I'm just maintaining the business. Small business life is not exactly glamorous, but I do want to show you the real side of it. So that is all from me for this video. I hope you enjoyed my rambles, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week. Bye.